What is Grubhub?
Grubhub is an on-campus food pantry. It's run by students for students. We get donations from Manna, Soup Kitchen, from the food bank, and from different businesses around town. So it's sort of just like a community space and a cool thing.
How did Grubhub get started?
Well, it started in 2010-11 with students in the sociology department. They were going through what we have is called a block program. So it's an internship that the students do in the community and connect with some type of organization. So the students worked with Manna, which is the soup kitchen here in Durango. And they got together with Manna and asked, what could we do to kind of help promote food security? And they said they knew that it was a tough population to get students to go over to the soup kitchen. So they said, why don't you start a food pantry? And that's how Grubhub was born. So it really was a student mindset that got everything in place.
Well, just in the last semester, we have doubled our food output. So I don't know if you have ever gotten food from the Grubhub on Food Pantry Day, but we have everybody who gets food weigh it, and that helps us figure out how effective we are and how many people we're reaching and how much food we're giving out. I mean, for this last semester, every single week it's gone up in poundage, and we've also gotten more. We recently partnered with the food bank in Durango, so they're giving us way more food than we ever had before. And usually we get sort of the reject of the reject food, but the food bank is being really good about giving us things that students know how to use and that students want to use. Like yesterday we had cases of peanut butter and cases of noodles. So it's stuff that like a lot of times you'll come in here and you'll be like, what am I supposed to do with this can of cheddar cheese sauce? Well, it's really nice to start getting food that's like vegetables and fruits and staples that are nutritious. And then also on top of that, we started doing the Monday, Friday free hot lunches this semester. So twice a week we do, it's food recovery. So we're sort of trying to be environmentally and socially conscious by getting the food that Sodexo is going to waste and throw away, and then repurposing it into meals that we can give away to students for free.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you think Grubhub helps students, and how?
I know Grubhub helps students because people come in and say, thank God you're doing this. I have no money. Someone came in and said, thank God you're doing this. I've been eating crackers for the last 3 days. It's real, and it's something that we don't talk about a lot as students. I don't think that we recognize that we are actually impoverished and that we're actually a starving demographic. There's this whole dialogue of going to school to better yourself, to get this job, but nobody really recognizes the financial position that puts you in, especially for students that don't have a lot of help from their parents or who are coming from different kinds of communities or different sort of backgrounds. We don't have a lot of knowledge of how to navigate this, let alone resources to help us do that. And so it's nice to say we're acknowledging that students are fucking hungry and that we don't know what to do about it. And so we're going to help each other through it.
So we have an average, so the hot lunches, we serve about 300 lunches a week. And then the food pantry, we're just now starting to get some numbers together, and it looks like we're around 110 people on Thursdays, averaging about 3 to 5 pounds of food.
And really, in this beautiful, bountiful world, there is enough for everyone.
Yeah.
There just is. But we have all of these boundaries about ownership and money and finances and this capitalistic gain and all of these different things that force us into a space where we don't have enough. It's I'm sure you hear about the wage gap and income inequality.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people who have more than they know what to do with. Sodexo is a perfect example. They throw out so much food. Yet there are students on this campus who don't know where their next meal is coming from. You know, so what can that individual do besides find things like the Grubhub and other assistance? But really, it's not an individual problem. It's a societal issue.
Okay, so how often do you come to Grubhub?
Every week. Twice a week, maybe 3 times a week.
Why do you come to Grubhub?
For free food, and so food doesn't get wasted. I think that it's a valuable way for students to get fed while they're on campus.
Are you glad Grubhub is at FLC?
Yes, so happy.
Would you still be able to eat lunch if Grubhub wasn't available?
I don't really eat lunch besides Grubhub, maybe one time else during the week.
Does Grubhub have good food?
Half the time. Half the time the food can be pretty bad, but you'll eat it anyway because it's free and it fills you up.
How often do you come to Grubhub?
This is actually my first time. I've never really heard about it.
How'd you hear about it?
Through a friend who was telling me about like the janitor appreciation thing. So I came for, kind of support him and support the janitors.
Are you happy that you got to hear about it and actually come to one of the events that they're putting on?
Yeah, free food. Like, it's awesome.
It's always a plus.
It's always a plus.
Would you be able to eat lunch if you didn't come here?
No, I didn't. I wouldn't be able to. I don't have the money to be able to pay for lunch.
Not today, not at the end.
We just wanted to take a quick minute to let you guys know that you are here to support the Grubhub. A percentage of the proceeds of all of the money that the Steaming Beach makes tonight is going to the Grubhub.
What's the Grubhub?
The Grubhub is an on-campus food pantry run by students for students because food is a human right. Even for people who are young like we are, right? So I want to say thank you to all of you guys for coming out. And we also want to thank the bartenders tonight. We want to thank Erica and the Steaming Bean for allowing us to have this space. Thank you guys so much.
Three-man weave drills under specialty skills. More and more he eats pills and prescription refills. He still sees that dream, that vision, and it haunts him. A voice inside his head, and it taunts him. And his mom is thinking that he's on some, and she's right as he screams in the middle of the night, "Stop fucking with me. Stop judging me. I just want to live comfortably." And I'm not talking about wealth, I'm talking about my brain. I'm talking about mental health. Stop fucking with me. Stop judging me. I look around, suddenly I realize that there's nobody else. The only person judging me is myself. I think I should begin with my first blackout. Who can remember the first blackout? Like, surely remember?
I can remember!
Okay,
Okay, so my first blackout, sophomore year of high school. Last thing I remember was a UV bottle. Woke up the next morning in a fucking wheelbarrow and a chicken coop. I shit you not, it was a wheelbarrow and a chicken coop. Ow! Like chicken coop door was yay wide, but wheelbarrow was like yay wide, and I was in it. Somehow my friends defied the laws of physics trying to get me in there. To this day, don't remember. Well, it's not as bad as my friend. We got like halfway home before we realized he wasn't in the car. And my friend Melissa just turns to me and she's like, I think we left him behind. So we go back to the house.